Hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to discuss about semiconductors, RAM and its types, ROM and its types, and CCD. First of all, what are semiconductor memory devices? Semiconductors are materials which have a conductivity between conductors and non-conductors or insulators. Let's get started. This is the outline of our whole presentation. Semiconductor memory devices are classified into two types, RAM and ROM. RAM is further classified into DRAM and SRAM, whereas ROM is classified into MROM, PROM, EPROM, and EEPROM or E2PROM. RAM stands for Random Access Memory. But what does that mean? Your computer RAM is essentially short-term memory where data is stored as the processor needs it. This isn't to be confused with long-term data that's stored on your hard drive, which stays there even when your computer is turned off. RAM is volatile memory, which means it can be erased easily from the CPU. RAM is also known as read and write memory, that is, we can read from the memory as well as we can write in the memory. The first type is DRAM. DRAM stands for Dynamic Random Access Memory. It is a specific type of RAM. All computers have RAM, and DRAM is one kind of RAM we see in modern desktops and laptops. DRAM was invented in 1968 by Robert Dennett and put to market by Intel in the 70s. DRAM is not faster than SRAM. DRAM is cheaper than SRAM. SRAM, Static Random Access Memory. SRAM is a type of random access memory that retains data bits in its memory as long as power is being supplied. Unlike dynamic RAM, which must be continuously refreshed, SRAM does not have this requirement, resulting in better performance and lower power usage. ROM. ROM stands for Read-Only Memory. Read-only memory is a type of electronic storage that comes built into a device during manufacturing. Let's look into its types. MROM, Masked Read-Only Memory. What is meant by masked ROM? Masked read-only memory, a memory chip that is manufactured with its contents. The term is used to refer to a ROM chip in contrast to a ROM category, which also includes PROMs and EPROMs. The term may also be used to differentiate manufactured ROM chips from user-programmable ROM memories, such as PROMs. The next one is PROM, Programmable Read-Only Memory. What is a PROM in a computer? Programmable read-only memory is a read-only memory that can be modified once by a user. PROM is a way of allowing a user to tailor a microcode program using a special machine called PROM programmer. PROM memory is non-volatile and may be written only once. A programmable read-only memory, or also called Field Programmable Read-Only Memory, FPROM, or One-Time Programmable Non-Volatile Memory, OTP-NVM, is a form of digital memory where the setting of each bit is locked by a fuse or antifuse. The next one is EPROM, Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory. EPROM is Full Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory, which is a form of computer memory that does not lose its contents when the power supply is cut off and that can be erased and reused. EPROMs are generally employed for programs designed for repeated use but that can be upgraded with a later version of a program. The Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory, EPROM, is a data circuit that retains its memory even when power supply is off. Security system manufacturers use EPROMs to hold both the operating system and the program for the control of access panel. EEPROM is non-volatile, so it retains its memory even without power. So no external memory is required. EEPROM is quite effective. EEPROM is reprogrammable, that is, the data in the EEPROM can be erased and programmed. Here you can see the images of EEPROM. Next comes EEPROM. EEPROM, or also called as E2PROM, stands for Electrically Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory. It is a type of non-volatile memory used in computers, integrated in microcontrollers for smart cards and remote keyless systems and other electronic devices to store relatively small amounts of data by allowing individual bytes to be erased and reprogrammed. EEPROM are organized as arrays of floating gate transistors. EEPROMs can be programmed and erased in circuit by applying special programming signals. Originally, EEPROMs were limited to single byte operations, which made them slower, but modern EEPROMs allow multi-byte page operations. An EEPROM has a limited life for erasing and reprogramming, now reaching 1,000,000 operations in modern EEPROMs. These are the images of EEPROMs. Difference between EEPROM and EEPROM. Basics. We need to use ultraviolet rays to erase the content present in EEPROM, whereas we need to use electrical signals to erase the content present in EEPROM. Appearance. It consists of a transparent windows of quartz crystals at the very top, whereas an EEPROM stays encased in a plastic case that is opaque. Advancement of technology. EEPROM is an older type of technology, whereas EEPROM is comparatively modern version as compared to EEPROM. Erasing and reprogramming. One has to remove the EEPROM chip from a computer circuit for erasing and programming the laptop or computer BIOS. You can easily erase and reprogram an EEPROM chip in a computer circuit for erasing and reprogramming the information contained in the system BIOS. The next one is CCD, charge coupled devices. What does a CCD do? A charge coupled device, CCD, is a light sensitive integrated circuit that captures images by converting photons to electrons. A CCD sensor breaks the image elements into pixels. Each pixel is converted into an electric charge whose intensity is related to that intensity of light captured by that pixel. Charge coupled device is an electronic light sensor used in various devices including digital cameras. It is a device for the movement of electrical charge. It is a major piece of technology in digital imaging. The tasks of CCD allowing the conversion of incoming photons into electron charges. Sensitive detectors of photons that can be used in telescopes instead of film or photographic plates to produce images. CCDs were invented in the late 1960s and are now used in digital cameras, photocopiers, and many other devices. Its inventors are Willard Boyle and George E. These are the images of CCD. Thank you, friends. Thanks for the opportunity.